We want to turn now to 2 on Your Side's Andy Payton, who has more on what this verdict means for the November election. Andy.
Well, Scott and Mary Alice, as you may have guessed, it will have an impact. And right now, polls suggest that's in Biden's favor, with the latest Siena poll saying that 17% of voters say they are less likely to support Trump if he is convicted. But the issue with these polls is that if statement, right? Voters haven't exactly been asked Trump or Biden. The question they're being asked is if Trump is convicted, which immediately creates a bias off the top. Here's Jacob Nieshaus, a political science professor at UB, with more on what I mean by this. Take a listen.
This is one of those questions where you would expect a fair amount of social desirability bias to creep in, which is to say, this person's been convicted of a crime. Do you now currently support him? The answer kind of presents itself as an obvious one, which is to say, well, no, of course not. That would change my whole calculus. Whether or not it actually does is something that we don't know and is unknowable, really, until the election itself.
And now, while we can't exactly be sure of what the impact will be at the polls, I'm told we can be sure of what we can expect from both campaigns in terms of how they'll use this verdict strategically moving forward, with the Trump campaign only intensifying the narrative they have been pushing out that this is a political witch hunt by the Biden campaign, and President Biden's campaign continuing to largely steer clear of this to separate himself from the issue, something we've already seen today from the president, tweeting just moments after the verdict, there's only one way to keep Donald Trump out of the Oval Office, and that's the ballot box. So Scott and Mary Alice, probably not exactly the direct answer you're looking for, but this verdict very clearly will have an impact. We'll just have to wait until November 5th to see the full extent of that. On your side here in the studio, Andy Payton, Channel 2 News.